Now, he is in India to officially launch VML Case, the Asian arm of the VML network. For the uninitiated, VML is the winner of 7 Cannes Lions in June 2012 and is the WPP Group's only pure-play, full-service digital agency network known for its thought-leading, strategy-led digital communications. Now, Jon Cook, VML's global CEO, has been one of the driving forces behind VML's expanded digital and mobile capabilities. And he was also an integral part of the leadership team that transformed the agency into a global digital powerhouse. I caught up with Jon during his recent visit to India to quiz him on his India plans, India's digital progress, and everything in between. Thank you so much for joining us, Jon. It's really a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So I'd like to start with talking about your launch of VML Case in India.
Yeah.
What was the motivation to come to India and launch in Mumbai? I know you're on an expansion spree, but where does the motivation come from?
Yeah, I think like all of our acquisitions and our growth the last couple of years, it's been dictated by, first and foremost, by where our clients are seeing the need for VML to be. And as we've gotten bigger, we've got more and more demand from our clients to be more global, and not just to have dots on the map, but to truly have a global perspective. And it became clear that without a perspective in India, we were incomplete. And so it became a priority in the last 2 years to be in India. And some would say, well, why would it take so long to be here? And we were waiting for the right partner. We have a very specific culture of VML, and we're not saying it's better than anybody else's, but it's ours, and it's something that we believe in. Until we met Case, we didn't meet anybody with the knowledge and the culture that was up to a VML standard.
How would you evaluate India's journey in the whole digital world and digital advertising? We haven't really done any path-breaking work, and we're still pretty much stuck in the whole traditional route of TV and print.
Yeah.
That's our opinion. What's your opinion?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree India's been behind in the, I think, the boldness of the creativity in some respects. But there's a big advantage India has, and it's an untapped advantage. It's the advantage of scale. So India ranks second or third at least on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook penetration. This is a good thing. But if it's just tonnage and it's just numbers, it means nothing. There's a lot of brands that are existing on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn in India and have checked the box of having a program in there, but they haven't gone, for the most part, to innovative platforms to levels of engagement that some other countries are seeing. And for marketers, I think we've had conversations with a lot of the brands we work with and a lot of brands we hope to work with, and a common denominator has been the measurement in India for programs to prove themselves in social media. And until a brand either has a huge, measurable amount of success with social media, or a brand experiments boldly without results and does so ahead of the curve, I don't think we'll see the breakthrough.
I just want to talk to you about this global debate that's sparked off ever since General Motors pulled out of Facebook. And, it's left a lot of advertisers, the news confused. It's a valid argument in the sense that, you really don't know what those likes mean and whether it's actually translating into any kind of sale. Of course, Facebook's argument is that, don't look at it as a direct conversion, but really, something that will build your brand in the long term and really some brand love. What's your view on that?
First of all, I was disappointed in General Motors for their timing of their opinion. It came at a very interesting time.
Right.
I was especially proud of the brands that stood up that particular week and immediately came back and supported Facebook. Not because we all owe anything to Facebook by any means, but because brands stood up and said, this is working for me. And as an agency, we have a lot of respect for brands that step out and say a particular medium is working, whether it be Facebook or a television channel. The second part of your question, the value of a like or any sort of measurement in the social media space, I think the importance is not the monetization of what a like is in Facebook or the equivalent in other channels, but what is the influence of a like. And the most exciting thing that's happening at Facebook right now is the attention they're putting on letting us as agencies and as brands go beyond the like and understand not only how many people like something, but what is the influence of those that like something. So on Facebook, to prove that they have the tools to demonstrate that influence. It's on us as marketers to recognize influence is more important than quantity.
How difficult is it for a pure play digital agency like yours, where at least perceptionally you're treated like the second in command?
Yeah, good question. We could sit around as a digital agency and complain about digital agencies being second fiddle or the back end of work. We probably used to, not just VML, but digital agencies used to make an excuse of that or complain about that. What you soon realize is while a lot of people are impacting that perception, it's on us as VML, it's on us as digital agencies to make that barrier go away. And we'll only do that by being as strategic as any agency in the world, by being as creative as any agency in the world, and not just being creative and strategic, but being bold and standing up for the fact that we are that way. And I think digital agencies used to shy away from that, but us and other digital agencies are proving that we can be a brand's most important partner just as easily as an above-the-line agency can.
You've also done a lot of work for the upcoming Olympics.
If
you can throw some light...
Doing your homework. Yeah, we are.
If you can throw some light on, what is the brief and what you've turned it out in reality.
Yeah. It's an exciting time to be an agency, and we've gotten a chance to work both for Olympic athletes directly, so we're the agency of record for the U.S. Olympic Committee. So our job there, the brief was, in the United States, the Olympic Committee, the Olympic Athletes Training, the only country in the world where all the funding comes 100% from private donations. There's no government funding of the Olympic athletes from that perspective. So our job is not just to raise awareness or hype about the Olympics. Our job is to raise money to train our Olympians. And so we did a campaign in the United States that we're very proud of for driving that funding.
Thank you very much, Jon. Truly a pleasure, and all the very best for your operations in India.
Yeah, thank you for having me.